Meanwhile, a shocking incident of road rage was captured on camera in the heart of the city as a car driver got into a heated altercation with a cab driver over an overtaking issue. Now, the dramatic scene unfolded when the car driver, in a fit of anger, reached into the cab and grabbed the cab driver by his collar. The entire incident was recorded on a mobile phone by a passenger who was seated in the back seat of the cab. The incident occurred 2 days ago while the cab was en route from the airport to Indiranagar. The car driver not only verbally abused the cab driver using foul language but also physically assaulted him by grabbing his collar. The altercation happened in full view of the traffic police officers. Eventually, the police intervened, broke up the fight and dispersed the individuals involved. My colleague Vajiola in fact joins us with more details. Vajiola, the city which is having already a big traffic issue, and then it looks like when it comes to certain things, road rage is another thing that is taking place in Bengaluru. Not only traffic, but road rage is something that is rising because of this as well. Give us more details of what happened in this particular incident.
With road rages every now and then. Yesterday we had one road rage where a woman abused an auto driver, and that it went to an entire whole new proportion, becoming an entire Kannada non-Kannada issue. And this one particularly is another incident that came to light 2 days back, where a cab driver was on his way to the airport from Indiranagar when he had a small altercation with another vehicle, and you can see the rage in the face of the person who held the collar of the man. And all this was captured by the passenger who was sitting in the vehicle, who was on his way to the airport. The police were around, and the police had to intervene and disperse these people and make sure that nothing more bizarre or more chaotic happens at that situation. So far, nobody has filed a complaint, but these footages clearly give you an idea about the level of tolerance that is now there in the people of Bengaluru. And all this is a culmination of every situation that they are facing on the road, be it the potholes, be it the bad roads that are there, be it water clogging that's happening in the road, signal, all this culmination and the amount of vehicle that is on the road leads to such road rage that we are seeing. Even a small altercation turns into a big violence on the road nowadays. And the city surely is plagued because this is another incident. And I think we asked that have reported more than 5 to 6 incidents in the last 1 week. So it clearly gives you an idea at which the situation is in the city and how road rage has become a rampant issue. It's plaguing the city now, apart from the other plagues that we have with regards to potholes and uh, horrible roads and other stuff that has to do with the roads. Varghese.
Also, Vajiola, like in this particular case, the question was about some overtaking incident that's happening. I mean, it's very difficult to overtake in Bengaluru because of the traffic. But it looks like, the police officers intervened when the fight just heated up and they had to intervene in such a manner, but they let them go. But this is actually something that is of a nuisance because at the end of the day, when the fight happens, if there is a problem, you take the vehicle to the side, you talk it out, you get the police involved. Instead of that, you block the entire road as well.
Absolutely, Varghese. You ideally, whenever an accident or an altercation happens, it's incumbent on both the parties to come on the side. But here, uh, you never know what rage makes you do. And in this particular incident of overtaking, like you clearly mentioned, overtaking in Bengaluru at a speed of 20 when you're riding at this slow speed, there is no overtaking. But there are certain roads where you get the leverage to do that. And in that situation, a situation like this happens, it's incumbent on these two to park the vehicle on the side, whatever arguments that they have, whatever sort they have to sort out. But this happened in the middle of the road, and the cops initially waited for them to solve it on their own. And when they realized that it is going out of hand, and when it became violent, and with the rage that we see on the face of the person on the outside the vehicle, clearly indicated that they had to intervene as fast as possible, and that is what they did. Disperse them. You can also see the other people who were on their bikes, passerbys, had also stopped and tried to stop that particular gentleman from losing his cool. But what had to happen happened, and it was caught on camera by the passenger sitting behind. The cops intervened, tried to stop it, but for now there have not been any complaint against this particular gentleman. But yes, this is a very clear indication of how road rage is becoming rampant in the city.
Well, thank you, Vajela, for in fact joining us with all those details. Road rage in Bengaluru, as you can see how the collar of that person was in fact being pulled up just because of an overtaking incident, and the police had to intervene, and the situation being recorded by a passenger.